Coffee is the new gold in Northern Uganda. Yet a lot of people believe that coffee does not do well in Northern Uganda, and therefore coffee farming is not for Northern Uganda. Today, I'm blessed to meet one of the most inspiring and successful coffee farmers in Northern Uganda, where coffee is believed to not do well. So I'm so blessed to meet you today in your farm, to interact with you and learn about coffee farming and what made you very successful in Northern Uganda, a region where people believe is not fit for coffee farming. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you so much. You are most welcome to my farm. My name is called Omoya Dennis, a coffee farmer who is located at Bongo village, Kungeri Parish, Amuru sub-county, Amuru district. I've been in coffee farming for at least 5 years. I've started involved in the farming in 2018 with at least 180 coffee seedling. Yeah.
So what inspired you to do coffee farming?
What inspired me to do coffee farming is that coffee has the higher market value in the world market.
Okay.
And with the high market value, it means that the demand is available. The price may fluctuate, but if you compare with other crops here, which we grow it locally here, it's much better, even if it is fluctuating in the world market. So that is what inspired me to involve in the coffee farming. And secondly, you plant it once, yeah, compared to other crop where you plant it yearly or seasonally. It means that the cost, even if it is compared with the other crops, it is less.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of people believe that coffee does not do well in Northern Uganda, and yet you have been very successful in coffee farming in Northern Uganda.
Yeah,
how did you achieve this?
Yeah, that is a lie, because the crop can do well. I've been seeing it, but those crops I've been seeing it in some other places. Even here in Amuru, we have a certain man who is having, but he's not concentrating. But to me, I say to myself that I will not be like that farmer. So I'm a bit serious. It can do well.
Okay.
Only that our attitude towards crop that always take long is negative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the problem is not coffee not doing well in Northern Uganda, but the attitude of the people towards coffee.
Yeah, the attitude. We only concentrate in crops where we expect the return soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So people look for short-term gain.
Short-term gain.
They don't want to invest a lot of time.
Yeah.
In farming coffee, whereby they need to wait for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we change that attitude?
Yeah, that attitude is we should have to be teaching them. For me, I've started teaching them practically by doing what is supposed to be done.
Okay.
And maybe they will learn from what I'm doing. That this man is at least getting something. You see, his life is at least changing or improving. So firstly, I will teach them with the hard work.
Okay.
And also they will see if I'm at least transforming my life, then they will again come in after they have seen something, because always we learn by seeing. Yeah, people are not used to words, but practically.
So when they see your life changing, they then come to you and start asking how you're doing, and then you can now teach them.
Yeah, at first I was alone, but after 1 or 2 years, they've started coming to me that I need to involve in the farming.
Okay.
Because what made them to come to me is the interest of the government, because they have been seeing them coming. Eh? To pick a vehicle from somewhere to come to me, or to come to follow a farmer, it means that if it is not profitable, no one would bother to come. So those government officials always come to me to see how I'm doing. Secondly, they don't just only come and see, but they at least helping me with some capital.
Okay. The government.
Yeah, the government.
It's funding you.
Yeah, it is. They are funding me.
Okay.
Yeah, like some 2 years ago, I got some help from them. That is around 2 pigs.
They gave you 2 pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, the government gave you 2 pigs.
2 pigs.
Okay.
Because they have started seeing that at least I'm doing something which can at least improve some people's standard of living, even myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So they say that they have seen what I'm doing. They will do what they can do
To support you.
to support me.
Okay.
So they have started.
So they gave you the pigs to appreciate you because of what you were doing on the farm.
Yeah, to appreciate me. Yeah, because they gave me because I was already involved in
Coffee farming.
coffee farming.
And they could see you were progressing.
I'm progressing. Yeah.
Wow. Now, when you were starting, what were the major challenges you faced? Because we know it is not easy to start up something. What were the main problems that you faced when you were starting up?
Yeah, the main problem was people's attitude, because they believe that coffee does not do well. Secondly, there is no market for coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, because the coffee is not available. What I was telling them, that because the coffee is not available, that is why the market is not there. If it been the coffee was here, the market would be available. So what they were saying was that, and secondly, they were fearing to help me in the production process, like digging holes and the rest, because 1 acre, the work may be tedious for me alone to dig the hole. So I've been inquiring them to help me digging the hole.
But they were not willing to help.
They were not willing.
Okay. So you had to do the work alone.
I had to do the work alone, or else if I'm to hire them, they put the higher cost per hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much were they charging you?
They were charging 500 shillings per hole, which was not okay.
500 Uganda shillings?
Uganda shilling.
Per hole?
Per hole.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can calculate.
That's quite unfortunate.
Yeah. So
now, how did you overcome that?
It wasn't easy because the money was not there to support that thing. So it wasn't easy. I did it myself, and some other few people who were willing to help me. Yeah.
They helped you?
They helped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you overcome those problems to reach where you are today?
Yeah, it wasn't easy. As I said earlier, the work was tedious. Mostly I've been doing this myself because I could not support it financially, but with the interest that I had, yeah, I concentrated myself.
Wow, we are amazed by your resilience, because you went through a lot of problems, but you were able to overcome them to reach where you are today. Now, if somebody wants to start coffee farming, where do they begin from?
Yeah, what they should have to begin from is to firstly gather the knowledge. Yeah, what is needed for an individual to do, and secondly, they should have to look for the people who should help them. Like myself, right now, I'm helping people. Yeah, to connect them where necessary to get the coffee seedlings and the rest.
Take me through the process of coffee farming.
The first thing one can start from is having interest, full interest,
Okay.
and investment of time.
So somebody must first of all be interested in coffee farming
Must be interested fully.
before they start.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And secondly, it is good that the government of Uganda is now giving free seedlings
Okay.
to farmers
All farmers.
and free training
Free training, free seedlings to all farmers.
to all farmers.
Okay.
Where you need training, you just call them and direct you, even over the phone or physically.
So
They have their
even
essential
here,
worker.
somebody can come up to here to train.
Even here,
Wow.
yeah, somebody can come here. You organize for a training. Yeah, like for us, at first, I had nowhere to go, but I got the phone number of an agricultural officer. Yeah, start communicating with him. Yeah, we communicated. Later, he come up to my site.
He came here.
Yeah.
To train you?
He came up to my site there
Wow.
to train me. Yeah, they've been coming here regularly. Even the district agriculture officer. Yeah,
Came
they
here?
are here with me, teaching me how to bend and the rest. So it is good that the government is now involved, which is now easy
Okay.
for an individual to grow his coffee successfully.
Okay.
The training contains even opening the field, digging the holes, and the rest.
Opening the field.
Yeah,
Is that the first stage in coffee farming?
it is not the first stage.
What is the first stage of coffee farming? Like the first thing somebody has to do if they want to do coffee farming?
Yeah, the
After
first
interest, after having interest.
After-
Somebody who has full interest.
after having interest is to open the land and they select land where the soil is at least okay, not in the valley
Okay.
where it is tends to have more water.
So the land should not be in the valley or in the swamps.
Yeah, should not be in the swamp area.
The soil should not have a lot of water.
Should not have a lot of water.
Okay.
Though it has to have the tension capacity, but should not be in the valley.
Okay.
Yeah. After selecting the land, which is conducive for coffee,
Okay.
secondly, you should have to ensure that the land has some shade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to protect the coffee, because the coffee needs shade for at least 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Then
the land should have some shades like trees.
like trees, the natural trees,
Okay.
and you can plant even these other trees.
Okay.
Yeah,
That can
as-
protect the seedlings from a strong sunlight.
from a strong sunlight, because
Okay.
it cannot sustain strong sunlight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. After selecting the land,
Yeah. After selecting the land,
and
yeah, you dig the hole.
okay.
Yeah. After digging the hole, it is good that you should have to put manure.
Okay. What should
Yeah.
be the dimensions of the hole?
The dimension of the hole is 2 feet, and the distance from crops, from plant to plant, should be 10 feet or 3 meters
Okay.
apart.
So the hole should be circular or square or rectangular?
Yeah, the hole should be circular.
Or circular hole.
Yeah.
Now, the diameter should be
2 feet by 2 feet.
So the diameter.
2 feet deep. The diameter is 2 feet.
Okay,
also.
so 2 feet diameter and
Yeah.
2 feet deep.
Yeah.
The depth should be 2 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, and the distance between one hole and the next should
the
be
next
3 meters
3 meters.
or 10 feet.
Or 10 feet.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
After digging the holes?
After digging the holes, it is good that you have to fill the hole.
Okay.
When I say filling the hole, this should not be with only the soil.
Okay.
If the soil is, the fertility is not okay, you can support it with the animal droppings.
Okay.
That is, it is the organic.
Okay.
Or if you have if you are at least financially stable, you can buy the inorganic fertilizer.
Okay.
Yeah, like the NPK and
NPK.
the rest. But where there is the organic one, you can apply the animal dropping like the cow dung.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to fill the hole with at least the good soil.
You fill to what level? If the depth is 2 feet.
The depth is 2 feet. You can fill it. You fill it full.
Okay.
Flat. Yeah.
Before planting.
Before planting.
So
the hole
you fill the hole with manure and soil.
And the soil.
You put the manure first, then you put the soil.
The top soil and the manure.
Okay. You start by putting the manure, or you start with the soil, then you put the manure.
Yeah, you start with the soil, then you put the manure.
Okay.
Then you cover it with soil again.
Before planting.
Before planting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then the hole should take at least 1 month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You leave it like that for 1 month.
For one full month.
Okay. Why?
Yeah. It should take 1 full month because the manure, if it is, you should have to give it time to decompose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to decompose.
It takes 1 month to decompose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it is planted direct on the manure, it might not be easy for the crop to survive.
Okay.
Because the crop at that stage, the survival rate is too low.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after that, after 1 month, what happens? What do you do after 1 month? After leaving the holes for 1 month?
For 1 month after leaving the hole, then you start planting. Yeah. You again dig the hole.
You dig again.
Yeah, you dig it just where it can.
Or you open a little.
Yeah, you open a little where you can
put the seed.
Put the seed.
This time you don't open fully up to 2 feet. You just fully. Only open a little.
A little one where you can
put the seedling.
Put the seedling.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the seedling. If you are putting, you don't put it after the stem.
Okay.
You put it where the pot was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You only cover the pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What you should have to do, the most important thing, you remove the plastic bag.
Oh, okay. You first remove it.
Yeah, you first have
then
to
you
remove it.
put the seedling in the hole.
Yeah.
But the hole has to cover only the soil.
Only the soil.
Where the seedling is planted in the plastic bag.
Plastic bag.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So after that, what happens? After planting, how do you now start managing the seedling? Because I understand the most difficult part is managing. Managing coffee plants.
Yeah.
So how do you manage?
Yeah.
After planting.
After planting, it is weeding.
Okay.
The most important thing is the weeding. You should have to ensure that the garden is properly weeded.
Okay.
Yeah. It's properly, regularly.
Okay. Like how regular? Like after how long?
After.
If you weed today, after how long should you weed again?
It should take at least 1.5 months. You should have to be weeding again.
That means approximately after every 6 weeks you have to weed.
Yeah, you have to weed. And it is good that this farming does not stop intercropping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we should have to be intercropping with other crops
like
the soya beans,
okay.
the beans,
maize.
No,
Okay.
the maize is not okay.
Okay.
Because it tends to consume a lot of nutrients.
What kind of crops can be intercropped with coffee without any problem?
It is the gnut,
Okay.
yeah, beans and the soya bean.
Only.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it is recommended. And then the banana,
Oh.
it's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
because the banana would act as the shade. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, what is the most difficult part of management, where people incur a lot of losses?
It is only weeding.
Only weeding.
Because people really tends to have a lot of work in other work than apart from coffee.
Giving more attention to other work apart from coffee farming.
Yeah, apart from coffee
Can
farming.
delay weeding.
Yeah.
And that makes people get a lot of losses.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are there pests that affect coffee?
Yeah, they are there.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, yeah. The most pest is the coffee twig borer.
Coffee twig borer.
Yeah.
What does it do? What?
Yeah, what it do is they enter in the branches like this.
Okay.
Yeah, they harbor there. After some period of time, the whole branch will dry away.
Ah.
Yeah. Whether it has the berry or not, it will dry away. So that is the major pest.
Okay.
According to what I'm seeing in my farm
In
here.
your farm here.
Yeah.
Which other pests?
That is the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there others that have been disturbing your coffee plants?
Yeah, they are there, but
they are minor.
They are minor.
So how do you deal with this pest, this particular pest?
Yeah, this particular pest, the coffee twig borer, and what I'm doing is I'm using now the traditional method. I pick the affected branch.
You cut it off?
I cut it, I gather them.
And burn?
And burn.
So how many branches are you going to cut? Isn't there a better way of dealing with the pest?
Yeah, it is there. It is recommended that we should have to use the pesticide.
Oh, pesticide?
Yeah, the pesticide like the striker.
Striker?
Yeah.
It destroys the pest completely?
Yeah, it can destroy. It is fortunate also that the government is also giving the pesticide.
Oh, so
like
they give you the pesticide?
Yeah, last year.
Enough pesticide?
Enough.
Enough? Then why do you cut again when you have the pesticide?
Yeah, at first I was doing it like that because the pesticide was not there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe the knowledge was not there with me. So I've been doing that, using the traditional method.
So now that you have the pesticide, you are no longer cutting?
Yeah, I'm no longer cutting.
You're only spraying? How often do you spray?
Yeah, after 1 month, maybe if the pests are there.
Do you wait until you see the signs, or you spray in advance?
Always I do it when there is the signs.
Why?
Yeah, because with pesticide, you know, the work is somehow tedious. Yeah, it's somehow tedious because you have to spray the whole garden. You know how the coffee also they grow. It is not like any other crop where it needs a lot of water, a lot of pesticide. So you should have to at least see those things.
So somebody has to first wait until they see the pests destroying the coffee plants for them to spray. They cannot spray in advance. They cannot spray to prevent, but they can only spray to cure. Is that so?
Yeah, it is recommended that they should have to spray to prevent.
Okay.
But you know the nature of even the pesticide, it does not take long.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I may keep on spraying, but the pesticide may get finished, and you have to go every time. Yeah, it is some are costly a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why you always wait for where there is
Before see the signs.
the sign. If
Okay.
there is a sign.
Wonderful. Now, what are the major requirements for starting a coffee farm?
The major requirement, one is the coffee seedling.
Okay.
The recommended coffee seedling.
The recommended.
The recommended because
Who recommends the coffee seedling?
yeah, it is the government
Okay.
through its body, the Uganda Coffee Development Authority.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the one.
The body responsible for coffee.
Yeah, responsible. Yeah.
So the seedlings and what? What other requirements that are necessary for somebody to succeed in coffee farming?
The seedling, plus the knowledge, yeah, of how to plant only.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how to manage.
And how to manage.
Okay. Now let's talk about the market for coffee. Is there a ready market for coffee from your own experience?
Yeah, from my own experience, the market is ready.
Okay.
Because once you call the buyers, immediately they will respond.
Who are the buyers?
The buyers. The buyers, I don't know how to call them, but mostly those people who are involved, the produce.
Oh, okay, produce dealers.
The produce dealers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can come and buy from here.
From here, like mine here, there was a produce buyer from Bududa.
Bududa district.
Yeah, he came up to Bududa district.
He came up to here.
Up to here for my coffee.
You called him.
I called him. I connect with one of my friend who is also a farmer. Yeah.
Okay.
That person connect me to that buyer.
Why did you have to get someone from Bududa? Aren't there nearby buyers here?
They are not there because this crop is new in our area here.
Okay.
And the people, the people who are involved here, they are few.
Okay.
That's why I have to look.
But there's ready market.
The market is ready.
How much do you make from coffee per year?
Yeah, the amount is increasing because at first it was 300,000
in the first season.
In the first season.
The first season of harvest.
The first season of harvest.
That's after 3 years of planting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You made 300,000.
By then I had like 160.
160 seedlings.
Yeah, 160.
160 plants. Coffee plants.
Yeah, coffee plants.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but the number have been increasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many do you have now?
Right now I have 1,600 plants.
1,600 coffee plants as we speak now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how much money did you make in the second season of harvesting?
The second season was around 780,000
Uganda shillings.
Uganda shillings.
In the third season?
The third season was 1.6 million.
1.6 million Uganda shillings.
Uganda shillings.
Oh, so this is the third season.
The third season.
So you have you're now a millionaire.
Yeah.
So I well, that's interesting because looking at how you were able to journey from the beginning up to now, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
So
right now
the trend is positive. That means in the next coming years you will be making a lot of money.
Yeah, this year.
This year.
I managed to get around 5 million.
You made 5 million this year?
Yeah, this year.
5 million this year?
5 million this year.
So I'm speaking with a millionaire coffee farmer. Wow.
Yeah,
So you have debunked the myth that coffee does not do well in Northern Uganda.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's a lie.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you tell the people clearly, when facing the camera, that coffee does well in Northern Uganda? Because you made 5 million Uganda shillings from coffee this season, this harvesting season.
Yeah, this harvesting season I get 5 million shillings because it was around 900 kilos.
Wow.
That I got from coffee this year.
How much is a kilo?
A kilo is 6,500.
1 kilo.
1 kilo.
6,500 Uganda
Yeah,
shilling.
yeah.
Wow.
I hear that the price has increased now.
As we speak now.
As I speak now, it is 9,000.
9,000 now. That
Yeah.
means if you had sold your coffee now, you would make
I
close to
would make-
10 million
Yeah,
Uganda shilling.
around 8 million to 10 million there.
Wow. So there's a lot of money in coffee farming.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Now, a lot of people complain about unemployment in Uganda and in Africa. How do we solve this problem from your own experience as a coffee farmer? Because you don't need any job now. You're already employed.
Yeah,
Are you doing it as a full-time employment or you're doing other things as well?
yeah. I'm also involved in other things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also growing other crops.
Okay.
Yeah, like the maize and the soybeans also.
The traditional crops.
The
You're also
traditional
doing
crops. Yeah, they
that.
also.
But your major areas of focus is this.
is coffee.
Is coffee.
Yeah,
So how do we solve the unemployment problems in the country and in Africa?
yeah. That thing, I think, if somebody is saying that he's unemployed, that person is not interested.
Okay.
Is not ready to reverse his or her condition.
Okay. It's not
Because-
ready to reverse his
Yeah,
condition.
yeah.
It's okay with his condition.
Because me myself have been complaining.
Okay. You
That
are
there is-
complaining of unemployment.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 to 6 years ago.
You are
yeah.
complaining
Yeah, I've
of
been.
unemployment.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But,
But now-
later I realized that there's employment. Only that people are not willing to look for those employment.
Wow. So if you look at the Dennis who was complaining of unemployment 5 years ago and the Dennis we have now, how different are they?
It is different.
Okay.
Because right now I have my time is limited to do any other things which is not productive.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have to do this which can at least I get return from it.
So most of the people who complain of unemployment are actually not productive.
They are not productive.
Okay.
They don't know where to go and what to do. Maybe they're let me say maybe they're lazy a bit.
So how do we help those people?
Yeah, we should have to advise them, tell
Okay.
them that they should have to create their own job,
Like you did.
like I did,
Okay.
because I've been searching for job in Gulu City there some
Gulu
years
City.
back. Yeah,
You spent some years in the city looking for jobs.
looking for jobs.
You decided to come back to the village.
To start from the village, then
Okay.
after some period in the village, I'm expecting to be also there,
You now want to go back?
because I should have to be a city material.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
So how do we tackle the rampant unemployment problems among our young people? Most of whom went to school and they have papers, but they can't get jobs. And some of them do not have land like you. How do we tackle unemployment among such people?
some with like me here, I was fortunate that the land for my grandfather was there. Or
Okay.
is there. Yeah, I was lucky a bit. Only that it was only my interest to concentrate to get to be employed. But what I can advise some other young people or other people that they should have to whatever they are doing, they should have to concentrate.
Okay.
Yeah, the opportunity will get them there.
They should focus on being productive
Yeah,
instead of worshipping unemployment
yeah,
and over complaining about lack of jobs.
they should continue.
Okay. Now, in major African cities, in fact, in all African cities, you find the young people loitering in the cities. Some of them are into betting, some are wasting their lives, and yet some of them have land in the villages. So what advice do you give to such young people?
Yeah, I would advise them to go to their respective villages
Okay.
where they can at least plant something more so according to what I've seen in myself here, what I'm getting out of coffee. They should have to at least plant at least 1 acre.
Okay.
Yeah,
At least an acre of coffee.
An acre of coffee.
How much can somebody make from an acre of coffee, assuming proper management?
One can get at least, because I expect that per plant one can get at least 20,000 Uganda shilling per plant if it is well managed.
Okay.
So if you can calculate it, if you multiply by 450, which is contained in an acre,
okay,
that person will get at least something where it will be possible to start from there. Yeah. It is.
So somebody needs just an acre of coffee to become rich.
An acre
is so?
An acre is more than enough. Even half an acre.
How big is your farm?
It is good to start. For me, I started with less than half an acre.
Oh, less than half an acre.
Yeah, because in a half an acre, it should at least be around 225.
Okay.
Yeah. But mine was around 170.
Oh, okay.
Coffee plant. It was enough for me to start, because by then I had no capacity to manage one full acre.
So how many acres do you have now? How big is the farm now?
Right now I have something like close to 3 acres.
You have 3 acres now?
Yeah, it is.
So you made the 5 million from the 3 acres?
No. It is 1.5 acre.
Oh, so
because other acres are not yet. Have not yet started.
You planted them late.
Yeah, late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You planted them after the first planting season.
Yeah.
So the 5 million Uganda shillings you made from half an acre or 1.5 acre?
1 acre.
1 acre.
Yeah, even half is not.
So you made 5 million from 1 acre.
From 1 acre.
So somebody can make 5 million from 1 acre, assuming proper management.
Yeah.
Okay. So what advice can you give to your people of Northern Uganda here who still believe that coffee does not do well in Northern Uganda?
Yeah, I can advise our people from Northern Uganda that we should not only be complaining that it's because of war, it's because of what. We should have to reduce this issue of saying or saying free things.
Okay.
I know we have been in the camp and we have been giving things. By now, we should have to concentrate on the future. We should see that we can do something to improve on our livelihood. And of course, we can.
We can change our lives ourselves. Nobody will come from anywhere else.
Nobody
and change our lives for us.
Come. Even if I can talk to the government, they should have to reduce or to erase the issue of giving free things to people. At least if they can say that we should have to share the cost, that is okay. Because even the coffee seedling, a lot of people were getting from the government, but
they didn't value the seedlings.
They didn't. Few people succeed.
Okay.
It is because.
So if maybe they had bought the seedlings, they could have paid more attention.
Yeah, they could have paid more attention.
So some people got the seedlings for free.
For free.
And the seedlings were never planted.
Were never planted.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Oh.
Even me myself. We got the seedlings for. We were more than 50.
Okay.
It is only me who succeeded.
So out of over 50 people who got free seedlings here, in that year, only you succeeded.
Only me who is reaping at least.
So that means you are a model farmer to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm a model farmer.
Are there people you are mentoring?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have so many youth.
Okay.
Who are involved in the farming.
Because of you?
It is because of me, because they are seeing that at least I'm going somewhere with my farming. Because a lot of people always see that farming is a curse. It's the last resort.
Okay.
But I have to tell people what I'm telling, that farming is something, it is also a good work if you concentrate, if you invest your time fully.
So they don't see farming as a business?
It is not, they see that as a curse.
As a curse?
As a last resort.
So the people of Northern Uganda see farming, most of them see farming as a curse, not as a business.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a last resort.
That's what they're trying to change.
If they see that if you don't have anything to do, if you don't have knowledge, you don't have papers, you can resort to farming.
So they look at people doing farming like you as people who now have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So that farming is the last thing they can do.
Failed from school.
Those are failures.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That mentality, if people can change, it will be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at Northern Uganda, the region was in a war for over 25 years, specifically actually sub-region. And the people are struggling to recover from the war. And the sub-region remains one of the poorest in the country. What is the reason for this poverty?
Yeah.
What can explain this rampant poverty in Northern Uganda, especially in Acholi sub-region?
The most important thing is that our people here, as I said earlier, that they're not sure that farming can take them somewhere.
Okay.
And yeah, they're only dwelling that it's because of war. That is why they are poor. They are poor.
So they blame the poverty on the war.
On the war.
The war ended in 2006.
Yeah, which is
so this is 2025.
Yeah, it's close to, is it 20?
19 years.
19 years now.
So people are still blaming the war.
Yeah.
For their poverty today.
And secondly,
to what extent did the war contribute to people's poverty?
They are saying that they have been displaced from their original homeland.
Okay.
Yeah, they have been gathered in the same place.
They lived in the camps?
They lived in the camp. That is why they're still back a bit.
They're still poor?
Yeah.
But when the war ended, the people went back to their homes.
Yeah.
Now, what has changed since then? Why are they still so poor?
It is the mentality.
19 years later, why are they still so poor? To an extent where people are lacking what to eat. What's the problem? With the fertile land they have, they still lack what to eat. What is wrong with the people?
It is the mentality, and people are not focused. Because let me say they are not focused. The reason as to why I'm saying like that, they don't plan for years or for some years ahead of them, like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. What they see that, like for me, when I was planting here, planting this plant, they say that this plant, you may die before harvest.
So they were saying
getting some income.
Someone can die before harvesting the coffee.
Yeah, and leave the thing for other people.
Because coffee takes long.
Yeah.
That's the mentality.
That's the mentality.
Wow. How can this sub-region recover from this poverty? Because it is eating up our people alive. Even here in this village.
Yeah. They should have to move that mentality. At firstly, what they should have to do is move from that mentality of
we are poor,
saying that we are poor, begging,
war.
Always expecting free things. They should have to move away from that thing, and they should have to also invest their time and also to prepare for the future. Not only seeing 3 months and the rest.
They should take charge of their future now.
Yeah.
Because not even the government will take charge of their future for them.
Yeah, no one will change their life. It is until they have started themselves.
They have to make the decision to change their lives.
Yeah.
And to be in charge.
Yeah.
Not to wait for handouts from the government or politicians or anybody else.
No one will change your life unless you do it yourself. You have to change your mindset fully.
Now, where do you see the future of Northern Uganda, specifically Acholi sub-region, going by what's happening now?
The future, if not anything done, the future will not be okay.
Okay, it's so dark.
But it is so dark.
If we don't change the status quo.
Yeah, but I'm happy that with the serious campaign being done by the government of Uganda,
okay,
with coffee, a lot of people are turning up
Oh, okay.
to involve in the coffee farming.
People are finally embracing coffee farming.
Yeah, even more so this year.
This year.
Yeah, I've visited so many farmers who are digging their hole, teaching them how to dig their hole and the rest.
How many farmers are you grooming? Are you working with as a model farmer?
Right now, I have like 67 farmers now.
67 farmers
under
you
in the village.
In the village here.
In the village here.
You're supervising them.
Always supervising them, telling them do this, and they're interested. Yeah.
And they're coming up.
They're coming up. Yeah. Even some others have started harvesting.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, where are you going with this coffee farm?
Yeah. What I'm seeing is that to have at least 10 acres of coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to have 10 acres?
10 acres of coffee.
That's the vision.
In the next 5 years to come.
The next 5 years.
Yeah.
We'll be having 10 acres of coffee.
Acres of coffee.
So when we meet here again after 5 years, you'll be having 10 acres.
I will be having 10 acres.
From 3 acres now,
yeah,
you will expand to 10.
I will expand to 10 acres.
Okay.
And also I employ at least 20 people.
20 people.
Full-time
employees.
Okay.
To manage the farm for you. To work on the farm.
Because a lot of people are saying that there's unemployment. I need
so
to
you
create the employment.
To employ them.
Yeah, I need to employ at least 20 people.
Wow.
Yeah. If you can reduce those words. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you look at the future of coffee farming in Uganda, how do you see it?
Yeah, the future is...
Now that a lot of people are embracing coffee farming, do you expect Uganda's position to improve in the global ranking?
Yeah, in the next, according to what I'm seeing, even locally here, within this village, if the government continues
with the efforts
to promote coffee farming in the next 5 years, the tonnage that the government or the Uganda always export will increase 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can we say coffee is the new gold in Northern Uganda?
Yeah, it's a new gold.
Why?
Because I've seen it myself. It wasn't easy for me to earn million from some other crop.
Okay.
But it is fortunate that this year I managed to garner
5 million Uganda shillings from one crop.
From one crop.
That's coffee.
Only. And yet other crops are also there, which I hope to get some money.
Okay.
It means that it is a new gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means the future is very bright with coffee farming.
It is very bright. If I'm to harvest my 3 acres, I would be in position to get at least 20 million. Yeah.
Okay.
It's sure new gold.
Now,
I believe.
Is the government of Uganda fully committed to supporting coffee farming from what you have seen, from your journey as a coffee farmer?
Yeah, the government is trying its best to ensure that Uganda compete with other countries in the world. Because what I'm seeing with their interest of training farmers, giving out free seedlings to farmers, it is only farmers who are failing the government. The government is ready.
The farmers are failing the government.
Yeah.
But the government is doing its best to support the farmers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, how many types of coffee do you have on your farm here?
Yeah, I have Robusta coffee only.
Robusta coffee only.
Because according to the expert, they say that it is the one that do best.
Oh, okay.
In our region here.
In Northern Uganda here.
In Northern Uganda.
So in other regions, they're farming other types.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, what advice do you give to the government? Let's start with the government to scale up coffee farming in Northern Uganda, so that a lot more people can embrace coffee farming. while debunking the myth that coffee does not do well in Northern Uganda. What advice do you give to the government of Uganda?
Yeah, I advise the government of Uganda to continue with the spirit it is having, not to stop on the way, because our people, more so in our region, are still lagging, and they need change. Only that they don't know where to follow and what to do. The government should also continue giving out training to other new farmers also.
Okay.
Thirdly, you know, if something is new in your area, it would not be easy. Also, I need what I request the government to do is, if they can, at least select some serious farmer and take them for some exposure visit.
Okay.
Because here we need to see things practically.
Okay.
If they can support the exposure visit.
Like in other parts of the country and even outside the country.
And even outside the country, or even within the region here.
Okay.
There are some other serious farmers. If they can support them,
like
that visit.
they take farmers to tour other places,
Yeah,
to see what's happening in other places.
Yeah, that would be okay. And also the pesticide and maybe the fungicide, they should have to be supporting people. They should not get tired of people, because if we the farmers are strong, they will also be strong, because it is said that agriculture is our backbone.
As a country.
If really the agriculture is the backbone, then they should have to support farmers
Fully. Not only coffee farmers, but
not only coffee
all
farmers,
farmers.
but all farmers. More so with knowledge.
Okay.
Because they have been supporting, but people still
Lack the proper knowledge
proper knowledge.
for managing
Yeah,
coffee
coffee and the rest.
and the rest of the crops.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what advice do you give to the people?
Yeah, to people, to other fellow farmers,
Yes, to your fellow farmers.
we should have to change our environment. We should have to change our standard of living. As per now, everybody is now aware that the cost of living has gone up. So it needs money in education, health, transport, communication, and the rest.
Everything needs money.
Everything needs money.
Money is everything, and everything is money, as some people believe.
Yeah, it means that we should have to double our effort and also cope up with the new knowledge, because experts are always coming out with the knowledge or any other information. So that is the advice I can advise fellow farmers, that we should concentrate. We should concentrate to reverse our condition.
Wow.
Because the cost of living has gone now. You find that you get some small injury or an accident, you hear the cost.
The cost of treatment.
The cost of treatment. Because it is not good that I'm paying for the cost after selling the land. We should have to use the land, because a lot of
We should not sell the land.
Yeah,
but we should use the land to get what we lack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the advice.
Okay. That is now to everyone.
To everyone. Many politicians were saying that we should keep the land, but they were not teaching us
What to do with the land.
To do with the land.
So we should not just keep the land idle.
Yeah.
We should work the land
Work the
to
land.
learn the work.
Yeah.
We should work the land to learn the work.
Yeah.
So powerful.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at Africa as a continent, Africa has many countries that produce coffee, and most of the coffee is sold in the world market and processed, and that brings a lot of losses to Africa. Why are we exporting unprocessed coffee as a country, Uganda, and as a continent, Africa?
Now, I think it's because we don't have the raw material is there. Maybe some machines to support
to process the coffee.
It is not there. Even me myself, I sold mine unprocessed.
You sold the beans, the coffee beans.
It is called the chiboko. Yeah.
Okay.
It is because the machines are not there.
Even how do you feel about that?
The entire Northern Uganda does not even have the factory. Only one factory.
The entire Northern Uganda has only one factory for processing coffee.
It doesn't have.
It has no factory.
Which is working.
There's no working factory now.
I hear that.
In Northern Uganda.
I hear that it is being built in Loro. But up to now, it is not working.
It's not working.
Yeah.
So everybody in Northern Uganda now sells their coffee in raw form.
In raw form.
And that brings a lot of losses.
A lot of losses. Yeah. And I have to add on that the buyers cheat us a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
are they not licensed by the government?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
The buyers are individuals?
Are individuals.
Or the government doesn't look for buyers?
They are not.
If the government can give you seedlings,
it is the farmer who always look for the buyer.
The government can give you seedlings and pesticides and support you in other ways, but they cannot look for the market?
They can.
How do we change that?
It is. As for now, what we are seeing as farmers, that we should have to put our coffee in bulk.
Oh, okay. The farmers have to come together.
Yeah.
Okay, so that they can have a stronger voice.
Yeah. That could be the solution. And also, this goes to the government that if they can, at least look for us for a good buyer. That would be okay.
Okay.
Because it is so painful if they are buying my coffee at 5,000 and yet in other regions they are selling at 9,000.
Oh, so
you see the gap.
In Northern Uganda here, they are buying coffee at 5,000.
Yeah.
Yet in other regions they are buying coffee at 9,000 or more.
9,000 or more.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chiboko one. That is it is not balanced. Yeah. If they can check on that, our people.
Are there procedures for lodging your complaints?
Maybe the procedure I still don't know. I'm still looking for.
Okay, like through maybe the district leaders.
Yeah.
If you raise this complaint, what do they do about it?
Yeah.
Because it's affecting many farmers.
Yeah, so many farmers are affected.
Have you tried to inform the authorities, the district authorities about it?
Yeah.
What are they doing about it?
The answer is not there up to now.
So it is your responsibility as a farmer to look for the market for selling your unprocessed coffee.
Like I told you earlier that I call a certain man from
Bududa, yes.
Yeah. He came up to
That was shocking to me, because why would somebody come from Bududa to buy your coffee here? If there were serious buyers here, you wouldn't need to do that.
There's no buyer.
Now, what if that buyer from Bududa never came? How are you going to sell your coffee? Who was going to buy the coffee?
I remember 3 years ago. Yeah, I had my coffee, but it was unfortunate that I was late a bit with my harvest. Then I called one of the Uganda Coffee Development Authority officials. Yeah, what she told me that those buyers are no longer there. I should have to keep the coffee until the next season.
Really?
So I did it like that.
So when you said there's a ready market for coffee, what exactly did you mean?
The thing is changing, has changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was sometimes back.
So right now there's ready market.
Yeah.
But those buyers are individuals.
They are individual.
Okay.
Where
there's no government agency that buys the coffee.
Yeah. They can cheat you. You have to follow what they say.
You are at their mercy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the government has to move in to regulate this.
Yeah.
Because the farmers are losing a lot.
A lot. Yeah, a lot.
Now let's go continental. If you look at the state of Africa today, Africa as a continent has agriculture as its backbone, and yet our people in Africa are not giving agriculture the seriousness it deserves. So that in many African countries, including Uganda here, our people are lacking what to eat. What can be done to develop agriculture in Africa, not only in Uganda, but now in Africa?
What the government should do is how to regulate the price of those commodities.
Okay.
Because the commodities may be there in abundance, but if the price is low, that farmer will never get anything which can sustain that farmer.
Okay.
So if the government can regulate the price, or in the world market, they can do something about the price. That would be the stepping point to change the format of agriculture. Otherwise,
we are going nowhere.
We are going nowhere.
If there are 5 things you could change in Acholi sub-region to change the lives of our people, what would they be? If you could change only 5 things in this sub-region, what would you change?
The 5 things.
If you had the power to change 5 things in Acholi sub-region, what would they be?
Yeah, I should have to give out the 5 things. First, if people can change from laziness to doing something which is effective, which has some impact in the future, that would be okay. Secondly, the issue of free things, people should move away from that. Yeah. Then the third one, if people can look for the knowledge, that would be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4.
If you want to do something, you have to first gather the knowledge enough, which is enough. Yeah.
Okay.
To sustain you in that particular field, that is okay. Then the 4th one, people should learn to educate their children.
Okay.
Yeah. Because with education, all these things can be corrected.
Okay.
Yeah. Then lastly, if our people can move from land wrangling, which is rampant here in our area or in Northern Uganda, where there was a war, that is okay.
Okay.
Because instead of concentrating or protecting your land, only you should have to know how to use that land. Yeah, to sustain you.
It is not enough to have land. You must know how to use the land.
You must,
and you must use it well.
Well.
To get something out of it.
Yeah, for sustainability.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the 5 things that I think our people should do. Yeah.
Now, if somebody wants you to mentor them, like they want to learn from you, they want to be under you as a coffee farmer, how do you go about that? What process should they follow? How can they become your mentee? How can someone become your mentee? Somebody wants you to mentor them. What should they do?
Yeah. As per now, as I said, I have around 67 farmers, whereby I'm going with them.
How do you recruit those mentees?
Yeah, those people always come themselves that I need to involve in the what? In the coffee farming.
They come willingly?
Willingly.
Okay.
Then I said, it's okay. Let me try to do my best or to do what I could do for you. Yeah. Then give them some training or connect them to where they could get more training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beyond what you can offer them.
Beyond what I can offer them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyone can come and you can teach them.
Anyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone.
Anyone is welcome.
Anyone is welcome.
To your farm.
Anyone is welcome to call me.
Okay.
To go up to his or her site.
You can go up to their site.
Yeah, I can give my time to go up to there. Yeah.
At a cost or for free?
For free.
For free?
Yeah.
How do you meet your cost of traveling? If the places are far from here?
Yeah, I have some. If bicycle can reach there,
you ride the bicycle.
I ride the bicycle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to places to visit other farmers and teach them and train them and build them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sacrificial. That's so nice.
Yeah.
So anybody can come and you can teach them and train them to become coffee farmers.
Yeah.
Anyone is welcome.
Anyone.
Okay. Now, if somebody wants to support you to take your farming to the next level, what would you want them to do for you?
Yeah, I welcome anybody to support me. Our weather here does not favor this crop fully.
Okay.
At
the
some
weather
point,
does not favor coffee fully.
Yeah, at some point, it tends to have prolonged dry season or sunshine.
The dry season can be so long.
So long.
Okay.
So,
in that case, you need an irrigation system.
Yeah, I need to put some irrigation system here.
Okay.
Whereby if there is no rain, I could use.
So if somebody can support you with that, with an irrigation system, that would boost your farmings so much.
And also another thing is the variety. Okay. This is the older variety.
This is Robusta.
Robusta, the older one.
But the older variety of Robusta.
Yeah.
So the other varieties?
Yeah, we have a new one.
Of the same Robusta?
Of the same Robusta.
Okay.
Which is called the clone.
The clone?
Yeah.
It's a new variety?
Yeah, which does not take a very long period of time.
How long does it take?
I hear that it takes around 18 months.
18 months only?
To 24 months.
24 months.
To start producing.
So that means you can have your first harvest after 18 months? Or
yeah.
Somewhere there between 18 months and 24 months?
And 24 months.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So that is the next thing I have to do. Yeah.
Okay.
If there is anyone who can help me with
who
that.
Who can support you in acquiring the seedlings of clone.
Yeah.
Now, the government does not give that one for free?
That one in Northern Uganda here, we don't have many necessary operator to produce such.
Oh, the clone.
The clone, which is enough for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people have to buy the clone. People buy the clone.
Yeah, you have to buy, but to look for that nursery
in Northern Uganda, it's even hard to get.
It's hard.
So where do you get them from? Assuming you had the money now to buy the clone, where would you buy from?
I hear that there's a certain man from Noya is producing.
In your district?
Yeah, I'm planning to visit him.
You want to visit his farm? In neighboring district here?
In neighboring district here. Yeah, I have the plan. In less than 1 week.
You want to visit him?
Yeah, I want to visit him and see how.
Probably you can learn from him also and collaborate with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, which other support do you need? Apart from the irrigation system and the clone seedlings, what about the machines for processing coffee? Maybe for minimum processing. Are there some machines?
Yeah, that's the point. Because as I told you earlier, that I sold mine.
Unprocessed.
Unprocessed.
You sold your coffee unprocessed.
Unprocessed. And yet, if I'm to process it, I would be getting at least something higher.
You would have got close to 10 million Uganda shillings.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Even more than that.
Yeah, even more than if it is fully processed. But if anyone can help me, not only me, because if I have that machine, all people around here,
the people you are mentoring, and
are
even many
mentoring.
more people
Yeah,
would
even
use
many
that
more
machine.
would use that machine. Yeah, that is.
So
the
your
good
farm is
point.
like a demonstration farm to a lot of people.
It's like a demonstration.
Wow, it's a model farm.
Yeah, and even maybe training.
Okay.
It's also okay.
So somebody can also support you with training resources.
Yeah, training resources.
Okay, like what?
Like the training. Let me say the training, the more training, because I have knowledge, but it is not enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
You also need to be trained more. You need more training.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what kind of training do you need?
Yeah.
Personally, where you've reached now, what kind of training do you still need?
Right now, even as we are seeing, our weather here is not okay. I hear that there's a plan called coffee agroforestry, whereby you don't only plant coffee, but you have to plant the recommended trees.
Okay, there are trees recommended.
Yeah, recommended.
Okay, like what?
Like albicias and the rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I need those.
You need training on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So when you get, so how can somebody reach out to you if they want to get in touch with you, to probably learn from you, to contact you, to seek advice, and also to support you? How can they reach out to you? You have your phone numbers and your emails.
Yeah, I have my WhatsApp number. I have a WhatsApp number.
You can give them the number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 256 786
Okay.
141
Okay.
346.
That's a WhatsApp number.
Yeah, that's the WhatsApp.
Can you repeat it?
Plus 256 786
Okay.
141 346.
That's the WhatsApp number.
Yeah. Then I have another number.
For direct call.
Yeah, for direct call.
Okay.
Plus 256 7835
Okay.
86134.
Can you repeat that one?
Plus 256 7835 86134.
Okay, that's the number for direct call.
Yeah.
So anyone can call that number.
Anyone can
and
call.
they can reach out to you anytime.
Anytime.
What about your email?
My email is there.
So the people out there who are listening to you and want to stand with you and support you to take your farm to the next level, so that you can continue supporting other farmers as well, can reach out to you on the numbers on the screen, so that they can take you to the next level. Okay, what is your final word?
Yeah, my final word to the listeners is that if they are doing things, they should do it with their whole heart. They should invest their time fully. However much what other people could be or will be using. Because if you are doing good things, people always say so many bad words. So my advice is that you should concentrate in what you are doing.
Okay.
To change the condition, to change the situation. So our people should concentrate
and be a lot more focused.
And be a lot more focused.
Desist from the begging mentality.
Yeah.
And the poverty mindset.
Instead of begging, they should have to be giving. Because
they should instead start giving. They should stop begging and start giving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if they have little, they should stop begging now and start giving.
They should have to accumulate and start giving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little, when accumulated, can become much.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so powerful.
Yeah.
Well, it was a blessing hearing from you, your inspiring story. You are doing wonders in Northern Uganda, helping the region to recover from the effects of the war that lasted for over 25 years. And as a model farmer, you're inspiring a lot of people to join coffee farming as a business. And we believe with more people like you in coffee farming as a business, the region will pick up faster and catch up with other regions of the country. So we are so grateful for what you're doing, and we hope you continue with the work you're doing. You keep the momentum high so that you can help other people and train more farmers and build more people so that together they can change their lives. Because the people are suffering. The sub-region, the people are suffering. We need our people to have food security. We need our people to go to school. We need our people to have good health. This cannot be done if we don't have money. So we need to work on our mindset, as he said, so that we can make money, we can become economically powerful. Because if we are not powerful economically, we shall never be respected by anybody, and we shall remain beggars. Beggars are never respected. So we need to desist from begging and start working so hard. We need to embrace the culture of hard work. He has done it. If he made 5 millions from 1 acre of coffee, what can you do with your land? Don't sell the land. Work it to make money, to change your life. You can never sell that land and then change your life with the money if you waste it. Use the land to get what you lack. We can change our sub-region, and we can get out of this poverty trap in which we are now as a sub-region. We can make a difference. Over to you. What are you going to do to change your life? God bless.
My name is Proscovia Omoya. I am the wife to Omoya Dennis. Omoya is such a hardworking man, and he is training many people in order to succeed in life as far as coffee farming is concerned. It is because of hard work and togetherness. That's why we are able to have good yield. If not because of me, sometimes things would have been difficult for him. But when we join hands, things become easy, and we are now going forward. Let us be committed, hardworking, and do the needful. It wasn't easy. Pests could disturb it like nothing. Sometimes it can spray, and sometimes I can also do the same like him, because things were now not easy. Now it was overloaded. I thought I could not make it because I was lacking the skill and the knowledge. But through him, I was able to practice, I was able to master what he was doing, and I was able to also apply what he was telling me. My humble advice to you ladies is that let us work hand in hand with our husband. As I talk now, we are now able to cater for our basic needs, and even we have started some buildings because of coffee. Therefore, let us be serious to have change in our life. Let us not waste time. Let us try our best to be determined and put our focus in coffee growing, or sometimes not only that, because there's a lot of things that people can do in order to succeed in life. If you find that it is hard for you to do coffee farming, you can also start a bit of business. Out of that business, you can earn money, and you start doing the same thing the way we are doing. Our youths, I also advise you that let us stop drinking, because it will not take us far. Drinking is so harmful. I need you to stay away from drinking and start practicing farming. If you find that commercial farming is hard, you can start by this small-scale farming. Therefore, later you will be earning. Afterward, you find out your earning pay come out, and that one can make you to start this kind of farming. If you find that it is hard for you, can also come for us, because we can even train. For us, we are also being trained by other people. So we need to teach what we have learned in order to master. Come for training in order to get more knowledge on coffee farming. Thank you.
Anying Angelbono Juku Samson, I want Omoya Dennis, my NTL for coffee. I want you whatever for coffee. Yen anon have taking a chon for coffee. But I was a man, yen ananeno for coffee key come an award ye. An award my bow. A chagan pen key ginger. Come on a tea ye kunu makabor. Ikakira hospital. Tell accountant. Young Caramala Dogo gang. Kiara Ber Machadam Kung. Public service. TV Marapa. Young promoting Anne Ber Jago. TV Mara Beach. A Dogo Pajo. Mi tam gala tina me pur kopi. Tino mere gi pur kopi. Man ko mbedi kopi tika kwanywa. Umio u ilo ruam be gango dog malo. Dong ana lego. Onyoro liwara. Mar po ñu tinu. Pege bega mar ko. Ki mak tit. Lo kira da lo ka pa jo mega. Atini ko mbedi ruam me gango dog malo. Kitin matek. Enti tiune. Sia foto toal. Latini. Ne fonyo le wodki. Di furu kopi. Ana lego. Tis pagamente ma pat. Maka kamagitiye. Katwere umirge mi support. Wako il rom me pajuman chin malo. Nyo Acholi es hol. Kime mere eno dog bene. Alego tutino makwoge tika bale. Diu gi mono kamar ko center. Alego ni umiro gin gi bin gi win phone gi bot Omoya Dennis.
Inying luana kelo Rosetta ujugu. Anati mama po moya. Latin mega apuonye gi puonj makwire miyo chako tij makirien. O chako neno pu gi bawone pien wono bere la pu matek. Kumbere chawo na endo leo ke pa wone tika cher kara nyim. Ma enti la pu kopi. Pu ma enti ka purene ni tika yabo wa wang lo teno muno wangu ume ongeji pe. Dongi tika duogi kom enduju. Ma kopi ni ene tika kelo wa kony matek gi gangkany omiya poyo omiro mede gitiche naga. Daga amir ni ka joma giromo konyo latina machale wa Omoya. Omiro non kony gi bodgi. Weko ochwal lo teno muno girwenyo. Wegi duok ka achiel go Omoya ka achiel girip chingi. Wegi nywak tam gi ka achiel. Ana poyo.
I'm by the name Rubankene Sunday from Amuru. First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Omoya for grooming us because at first we were ignoring coffee plantation. I think we need to engage ourselves in planting coffee. As I have seen from other part of Uganda, like Western Uganda, I have traveled to Barra. I saw a lot of things there. First, I saw a castle crop like coffee. Even someone who is having a plot of land is planting that. And that person even pay school fees for children at school. So, in Northern Uganda here, we are engaging ourselves in drinking alcohol, doing other things which cannot take us anywhere. So, I need to advise you, you need to engage in planting coffee so that we can get some benefit from it. Coffee is earning a lot of money for Ugandans. Youth in Northern Uganda here, stop drinking alcohol, engage in farming. For commercial purpose like coffee, I'm also preparing 2 acres of land for coffee plantation. As my brother Mr. Omoya Dennis has advised me that from that 2 acres of coffee plantation, I'm going to earn something which can make my life change. Thank you.
I am by the name Lambal Penny Richard Barton, General Secretary in the office of the LC2 Kungeri Parish, Amuru Sub-County, Amuru District. As I talk now, I am in the garden of coffee of my young brother by the name of Omoya Dennis. He is progressing rapidly with this cultivation and the development of this area. He is now acting as an exemplary person in the village and the community at large. I really thank him so much for opening our eyes towards government projects. For instance, coffee planting. He planted almost 3 acres of coffee in the year 2017. I also supported him by planting it. We dug the hole together with him. As I talk now, he started building his house and he is now a little bit okay. I wanted to advise my fellow youths to be exemplary in the community. And as a leader, Museveni advised us last time about 4 acres model And the 4 acres model is doing very well with the like of Omoya. He is performing in the land almost 4 acres if you total it all. He is planting food crops, doing other things. He is managing the East Coffee well. The only problems with East Coffee is problem of water, because the sunshine is too much during dry season and it is affecting the coffee very much. I advise the parents to teach their children to be visionary in their outlooks, to be focused with what they want. As a leader, I wanted to advise the people around Acholi sub-region to avoid meddling in land wrangles and disputes, because land wrangle wastes a lot of resources. And I advise the government to train people with skill activities. I wanted the government to build more technical institute to support our children. As a leader, I will perform my duty and advise people to be visionary in whatever they are doing, in whatever they are thinking, in whatever they are planning. Thank you.
One man can change the lives of so many people through one project. This is exactly what Dennis Omoya is doing here in Northern Uganda, in Amuru district. You have heard the testimonies. Dennis is changing the lives of people here. So over to you now. What are you going to do to change your own life? And what are you going to do to change the lives of people in your village, in your district, in your country, and in Africa? The young people can inspire change where they stay. Be one of those young people. Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. The question is, what change you want to see in your village? What change you want to see in your country? And what change you want to see in Africa? We can make a difference. Let us not sit. Let us show up, dive in, and make a difference. We can change our lives. Let us stop reckless drinking of alcohol and smoking and wasting our lives. We can be productive, like Dennis, and make a difference. A lot of people look up to us without even our knowledge. What are you going to do to such people? There are people who look up to you without your knowledge. You inspire them. You are a role model to them. What are you going to do to those people? Dennis Omoya is inspiring a lot of people in Amuru district, in Northern Uganda. Be the change you want to see wherever you are. Thank you so much.